Have you ever wondered who Jesus' 12 disciples really were? We hear their names all the time, Peter, James, John, but who were they as people? How did Jesus pick them out from the crowd? And were some of them closer to him than others? A big question a lot of people have is, how old were they when they decided to drop everything and follow him? The answer might surprise you. In this video, we're going to dive deep into the lives of these 12 men. We'll explore who they were, how Jesus called them, and why most of them were likely just teenagers or in their early 20s. We'll also look at the special inner circle of Peter, James, and John, and uncover why Jesus shared some of his most profound moments exclusively with them. Let's start with the basics. Who were these 12 men? Their names are Simon, who Jesus renamed Peter, his brother Andrew, James and John, the sons of Zebedee, Philip, Bartholomew, Thomas, Matthew the tax collector, another James, Thaddeus, Simon the Zealot, and of course, Judas Iscariot. It's quite a diverse group, right? You've got fishermen, a tax collector who worked for the Roman government, and even a political activist. They weren't scholars or religious leaders. They were ordinary people, just like you and me. So how did Jesus choose them? It wasn't like a modern job interview. In the Gospels, we see Jesus simply approaching them and saying, "Follow me." For Peter, Andrew, James, and John, who were fishermen, he called them while they were working. He saw them casting their nets and told them he would make them fishers of men. And incredibly, they left their nets, their boats, and their family businesses right then and there to follow him. Then there's Matthew, also called Levi. He was a tax collector, a profession that was widely despised because they were seen as traitors working for the occupying Roman forces. But Jesus walked up to his tax booth and said, "Follow me." And Matthew got up, left everything behind, and even threw a big party for Jesus, inviting all his tax collector friends. This brings us to their ages. While the Bible doesn't give us their exact birthdays, we can make some educated guesses based on the culture of the time. Many scholars believe that most of the disciples were likely teenagers or in their early 20s. In that society, it was common for young men to become apprentices or disciples to a rabbi around the age of 13 to 15. The fact that Peter was married suggests he might have been a bit older, perhaps in his 20s. But John is often referred to as the disciple whom Jesus loved and is traditionally considered the youngest, possibly still in his teens when he started following Jesus. Think about that for a moment. Jesus entrusted the future of his message to a group of young, passionate, and sometimes impulsive young men. It's a powerful reminder that God doesn't look for age or experience, but a willing heart. Now, let's talk about the inner three, Peter, James, and John. Throughout the Gospels, Jesus pulls these three aside for some very special moments. They were the only ones who witnessed the raising of Jairus' daughter from the dead. They were the ones Jesus took up the mountain for the transfiguration, where they saw him in his glorified state, talking with Moses and Elijah. And they were the ones he asked to come with him to pray in the Garden of Gethsemane on the night before his crucifixion. Why these three? It wasn't about favoritism. It seems Jesus was intentionally preparing them for leadership roles. Peter would become the rock, a foundational leader of the early church. James would be the first apostle to be martyred for his faith. And John would go on to write a gospel, 3 letters, and the book of Revelation, providing deep theological insights into who Jesus is. Jesus knew their potential and invested in them accordingly. Each disciple had a unique personality and role. Peter was bold and impulsive, often speaking before he thought. Andrew was quieter, known for bringing people to Jesus like his brother Peter and the boy with the loaves and fishes. Thomas, famously called Doubting Thomas, needed physical proof, but his doubt led to one of the most powerful declarations of faith in the Bible, "My Lord and my God." These men weren't perfect. They argued, they doubted, and they even abandoned Jesus in his greatest hour of need. But their story doesn't end there. After the resurrection, Jesus restored them and filled them with his Holy Spirit, transforming these ordinary, flawed individuals into world changers who would spread the good news to the ends of the earth. Their story is a powerful testament that God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. He took fishermen, a tax collector, and a group of young men with no special status and used them to start a movement that has impacted billions of lives. Their journey reminds us that no matter who you are, what your background is, or how ordinary you feel, God can use you to do extraordinary things. He just needs your yes. Thanks so much for watching. If this video helped you understand the disciples better, give it a like and consider subscribing for more content that dives deep into the Bible. We'll see you in the next one.